players. So welcome all you architects of fate. I have no idea who's watching, but it looks like some people are hopping in, saying hi. And we got some people with some streaks. And I want to say welcome, and we're going to go through our next episode of Star Trek Adventures Bajor Rising. And tonight's episode is called me stumbling for my lines. The Weight of Knowledge. Our characters are still on the planet. Well, some of them are still on Bajor. Others are doing something that is, I think, what was the phrase? Ambiguous or uncertain. So what I'm going to do is start you guys off in the. I'll start with Steve first. Tell us about who you are.
Hey there, Darth Sarcastic. Lieutenant Nells, tell us your friendly neighborhood Bajorn kidney donor. I mean, security officer. And that's pretty much the ambiguous part. I'm not entirely sure that I'm not being harvested for parts right now. Or being taken to some weird talent show. I don't know yet.
Hello, my name is Jim, and I am playing Lieutenant Lemuel Higby, the engineer who maybe just stopped an old friend from making a terrible decision.
There I am. Hey everybody, I'm Cam. I'm playing Lieutenant Melkor Ragorthar, the Frosian xenoanthropologist, the sedimentologist for the ship, and he's just along for some excitement. He's bored. He's got a couple relatives behind him here, one of whom is the former president of the UFP. So yeah, he was kind of sheltered in his youth, so he's out and about gallivanting and hoping to stir up some excitement.
You tell us about yourself. Okay, and I'm not sure technically that you're in there. Yeah, give me a millisecond here to just get your eccentric performance back. It's the one thing we didn't check before we started, and I am very sorry. You're gonna have to work on that. Yes, I like the fact that you decided to break the fourth wall. Let me see. That's true.
God. There you go.
Let me see. Read access, refresh, use. Yeah, control audio via OBS. Okay, maybe your audio will come in now. Yeah, there you are. Hey, Rufus, why don't you try it again?
Here we go again. I am Rufus Robot. I'm just making a little guest appearance tonight as an exchange officer from the Gorn hegemony. My name is Chris, but you can call me Chris.
Okay. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And thanks for putting up with the technical requests and problems. We had two different tokens, and I'm actually very impressed with the one that was just slammed out there by the plagiarism machine. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, what we have is we're setting up the situation is, do you guys want to start with the potential kidney removal, or do we want to start with the team still on Bajor, much to the GM's chagrin?
I think the last time we started with me, so why not start the show with somebody else?
Okay.
That's,
How about not?
I'm just saying.
How about I pass the mic and I'm just moving it? All right. Yep, no worries. Let me see. I've got that. All right. And I've got 3 different versions of my main screen here going. See, that was the thing. I had it doing here. Where do you guys want to be? Do you because I'd like to just chuck you in the retreat. Is that okay, or do you still want to hang around the ship? Because you left off repairing the ship.
Yeah, so we can just say we fixed it off screen.
Yeah, I was hoping that we'd say you were back on the Odyssey off screen, but nobody was buying that in the pre-game setup. So here we are. Yeah, some people really like to get to the Galaxy class starship. Here we are. Here we are, Shannon. Lieutenant Zara is off. I think I'm sending her ahead back to the Odyssey because Destiny isn't going to be able to be with us tonight. I'm going to say she took one of the medical shuttles back, which kind of leaves you guys a few shuttles short, believe it or not. And I know this kind of sucks. So you've got yeah, I don't know quite what you want to do with that information. You're here. You can, the night has fallen. This is part of that 40-hour night that we have, or 24 hours of night we have. The force field is holding over the encampment, so it's really kicking up. It's actually very chilly out, so luckily your Starfleet thermal long johns probably take care of most of that, as I understand it, or at least that's how I'm going to do it. And what would you guys like to do? Because you're going to be informed that there's a new shuttle coming down with additional, essentially additional carrying capacity to bring back landing party or exchange people as needed.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
So did you guys need anything on the shuttle? Need them to send anything?
Nothing I can remember.
I can't think of anything that
Okay,
we might have wanted.
Laser cannons? No.
No.
Well,
Maybe a good cup of Joe.
Okay. Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, because they can. I think you weren't allowed to give them replicators, which kind of sucked.
Right. Yeah, we didn't have replicators down here, and they're making it out of some weird fungus that it keeps coming up on my Starfleet Facebook. It says, "Like coffee, you'll love this strange fungus brew."
Okay. Let me see. Did Steve, did you have a character that you would want to drop into this? Like one of the, you could take one of the crew from the ship.
Who is the guy? Well, one of the Tellarite who was gonna file an
HR complaint?
An HR complaint about the hokey pokey until they explained it to him.
Okay.
I don't remember which one he was, but
nope, I got him.
One of the Bolg twins, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
it was one of the Bolg twins. So I'm gonna do that. Let me see, where is it? This on screen up to, because I just cut off all the old shows from my.
Oh no.
Well, I just moved
have...
them, so you didn't have to. So I didn't have to keep up with as many of them. And I was thinking, oh, it's time. We're gonna be moving on. We're gonna be doing a new thing.
But no, we have to have a callback from episode 20.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah. Oh man, this is actually this is actually a very far callback. So thanks, guys. We're still dealing with a guy with a turtle in his hat.
Hopefully he gets his SAG cut for the callback.
Yeah, here's Vorton Blug.
There we go.
Yes. Yeah, Vorton should be theoretically under the control of Lemuel. And now that Nellis is gone, exactly who's in charge, I don't know. Because I think the first officer also left. I'm gonna stick Lemuel or Ragathor in charge.
I'll defer to the engineer.
Okay.
I'm just the science guy.
I'm just the engineer guy. We'll figure it out. We'll have a
We could have a anarcho syndicate commune.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ships always work great under that sort of system.
Yeah. So Vorton, you've been like staring at this ship because I think you've seen it from the outside. You weren't part of the crew that boarded during the initial Cardassian attack all those many years ago that none of you were in. But there's this ship that is it's an old what are they called? Darn it. That wasn't the air
Talisman. What was the
Yeah,
name
it was the
of
US. It was the SS Talisman, but I forgot the name of the
Is
ship
it
type.
Antares?
The Antares class. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Class. Yeah, that sounds good.
And yep. So what we've got is it's seen better days. And so if you want to throw any dice, I mean, you will find problems with it no matter what. But if you want dice to decide how big the problems are,
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
all right. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do this because Vorton has definitely earned an actual token now.
Here you go.
Sweet.
I don't know if Tellarites have actual pointed ears, but they do now.
It probably depends on which kind of Tellarite it is.
Oh
There's a
God.
few different versions.
Like if it's a lab Tellarite, their ears go down.
Okay, Vorton, you're a big boy. You got a token now. Yeah. So if you want to throw 2d20 and your fix and build and stuff, I think was a 13. And tell me how many successes you get.
None. He has no idea what's wrong with this thing.
Oh, he just knows that there is a problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just the sheer looking at this thing, the ship is probably over, 90 years old, and very few are still running in this era. Actually, no, it's 150 years old, and very few are still even running in this era. So it's like if you have a thing for antiques, or you just want to admire the fine Tellarite workmanship because people don't know that class was built by Tellarites, you could become Mr. Chekhov for a day if you felt like it.
No, this was one of our Edzels.
Oh God, yeah, that's why you sold it to the Federation.
Yeah. At the time, we thought they were a lot dumber than we gave them credit for.
Okay. So, Lemuel and Ragathor, you'll be walking through. There'll be a security guard on duty. As you come through, you see Vorton just sort of hanging out, looking at the ship. With it's hard to tell if it's lust or disgust at this point. It's that's my
Very thin
my
line in Tellarite culture.
It's a very Tellarite thing. But yeah, you guys can talk if you want.
Ensign Blug. How goes it? Is it a good ship?
This, in my language, is the hokey pokey.
That was a bad thing, right?
In this case, yeah.
Okay.
Do you think it'll survive many more trips? I mean, Captain Remy she's running a lot of missions, so
I'm guessing
good
this.
if it survived.
I'm guessing this thing is being held together by spit and baling wire, and it depends on how fresh the spit is. But I'd say maybe another 10 years.
Well, hopefully she doesn't have to keep running missions to Bajor for 10 years. I'd like to see the Cardassians pushed out.
I like the Kardashians getting pushed
Yeah.
out myself.
Yeah, let's push out the Kardashians. Get them off the air.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, as you know, as you guys are talking about this, and I like the idea of how fresh is the spit is the new engineering level of criticality myself. A shuttle does land. It's one of the I don't know, one of the not cargo shuttles, one of the larger ones, so it could fit like a dozen people inside. And I'm just going to have it happen. We're just going to have a Gorn pop out.
Do we know in advance that
Nope.
Chris is? Yikes! It's a Gorn.
Nope. A Gorn just shows up because
Just walks out.
is just how. And also, there's no one else in the shuttle with him. He is wearing a Starfleet comm badge.
Okay. Hello? Oh, I don't speak Gorn, and I left my universal translator on the ship.
So I start sort of, kind of tapping my ear, and then all of a sudden it kicks in.
Don't know what good that will do when it's on his chest, but anyway.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out who
Gorns
forgot
are kind of weird. I probably shouldn't say that because pork is probably in his diet.
I think we all are on the Gorn diet.
Oh, God.
Yes, but I go better with barbecue sauce. Or is it sweet and sour? Never mind.
I like the idea that it's like, of course I'm better to be. I'm the most tasty among us. Jesus, people. Yeah. So there is there's the hulking 7-foot tall Gorn that's just kind of made his way down. This is the very bipedal version. Can you describe your physical appearance, Chris?
Sure. I'm old school. I'm from like the original series. Big and bulky, and I've got this really fantastic looking leopard print on. No tail. Nothing fancy.
Are we following Strange New Worlds and they spit to make people pregnant?
There's only one way to find out.
Well, we can ask Wug how fresh the spit is if the Gorn hits him.
Oh, God. Yes. Have him spit on that over there.
Speaking of spit.
Yeah, speaking of spit, you better hit up that ship over there. It needs some fresh.
Yeah. And I'm going to say right now, given the absolute stupidity with which the Gorn background has now been treated in terms of the 4 or 5 different times they've appeared on screen, you guys can make your own canon. There is nothing that is not canon or that can be erased, changed, or they're from the Florida part of the hegemony.
Right. Yeah,
So
it's kind of like the Zindi hegemony. These could just be the Gorns from the Sloth world.
Yeah,
because they kind of move slow and.
It could have been arthritic. The planet might just not have been warm enough.
That could be too. Maybe the Metrons turned the temperature down a little bit, even though it looked deserty. Could have been the Gobi Desert.
Oh yeah, it's cold. Yeah, Gobi Desert. Kirk Shatner had long underwear on. When you look at the things, the boot came up a little, and so you'd see his like undies under there, his long underwear.
Showing a little leg.
Showed a little leg. Nope. Showed a little.
Yeah, that was before he needed the full body girdle.
Oh dear.
We're ready to go. All right.
There's a dinosaur. Let's go.
Yeah. Did you want?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Did you want to introduce yourself, or you just because Chris, you were told to come down that there was transportation that was needed, and amazingly nobody wanted to be in the shuttle with you because you've been on the ship for 2 weeks, and I think everybody was just done with you.
Okay, well,
you're about to make it the whole landing party's problem.
Well, let's just say the universal translator's working.
Yeah.
Okay. So, greetings, Federation citizens. I am Chris from the Gorn hegemony. I'm here on an exchange officer program. I'd love to learn about you.
Yeah, welcome, Chris.
Thank
Hi,
you.
That's my
Chris.
forte as well. I'm xenoanthropologist, so I like to learn about others. So maybe
Really, that's awesome.
maybe we can discuss a little bit about Gorn ways. I'd love to learn.
I'd love to gossip.
Oh boy.
Gossip
So
with
what
Gorn.
brings you down in this shuttle from the Odyssey? Are we supposed to head for home?
Well, I don't exactly know. They didn't tell me anything except get on this shuttle and go on down there.
Uh-oh.
That sounds about right for Starfleet Command.
Really?
I believe that one of the last words you heard was "Don't hurry back." So apparently, that's a human phrase you're not familiar with.
Well, luckily, I'm one of those Gorn that likes to take my time.
If you want to show them around the establishment, I mean, because there are other things to do. Because night's falling. While you're here,
Yeah.
there are continual repairs.
I
The
just
Starfleet
realized
crew is
that.
kind of, reduced, but there's still getting the engineers up to scratch. Hearing, they might be doing some kind of celebration because they've all had that big emotional catharsis. That's actually put them all kind of more in touch with each other. So you can see how that's playing out because I sent them off screen. But yeah, so what would you guys like to attempt? Or you can go back in the talisman and just scare the bejesus out of the people that are still there.
No, don't mind me. Just act like I'm not here. Do what you're gonna do. That's what I want to see. I'm just a lizard on the wall.
I'm actually going to say, isn't this night coldness going to bother you, Chris?
Well, it would be good to have a fire at some point. I thought maybe we could indulge in a human tradition I've always wanted to learn about, which is a campfire.
Oh, that would be good. I learned this song that was sung by Captain Kirk and Dr. McCoy on historical tape, so we could fire up a fire, and I'll teach you the powers of row, row, row your boat.
Oh, that's wonderful. I brought some mice to roast.
Ah, excellent.
Perfect. Roast mouse. Nothing beats it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, do we want to start a fire the old-fashioned way, or do we just want to heat up a rock with a phaser?
I think Chris wants to try the traditional way. Actual wood and flames and stuff.
A fire is not a fire without a fire.
There you go.
That's what I always say.
All right. Well, I'll look around for some dry wood to gather.
It's
I don't
very
know
windy.
I don't know if you guys can see the video chat or not.
The video chat.
Oh, does it light up?
Oh, you mean our video chat?
Yeah,
I was
your
like,
video chat.
Am I missing something in the chat?
No, I was sending a note to via Ninja. I was sending a note, so I didn't know where we were putting notes.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it
It's
is.
specifically for you, actually. If you want to roll some dice about Captain Kirk, that's up to you.
Oh, oops. Cultural insensitivity 101.
So Chris, you're gonna make a fire the old-fashioned way. What is the old-fashioned Gorn way? And Vlug, how big of a mistake is he making? How many mistakes is this guy making while he's making the fire?
Well, I can already tell you he has no idea who his HR representative is. I'll put you in touch with somebody.
Oh, I do like the two. Oh no, actually, they're all aliens. Oh shit, you're all aliens to each other, aren't you? Crap.
Yep.
Wait, there's no humans here?
There's one human, but
One
no.
human.
but you're all aliens. That was the thing. It's like I thought, oh, you're all aliens. Yeah, Chris. So there's a giant log nearby that's
Mhm.
about 20 inches in diameter, which is just the perfect size to start a campfire with.
So I pick it up and put it over my shoulder and say, "Where do you want to sit?" Then I go over and dump it somewhere and start. Maybe I've got some kind of flint tool or something like that.
Oh, I was thinking you were going to rub the sticks together, and the sticks were like giant trees.
Giant logs.
Giant
Sounds
logs.
good too. So let's rub some logs together and see how long this takes.
Oh wow, this is kind of funny because we have Nellis's memory that I'm going to use.
Oh, look at that!
Okay, I don't remember that, but that's okay.
Oh, this is a Nellis
That's
memory,
the
so
gr-
I'm gonna
That was the
remove
grandma scene.
that was the and Ofer Gula was. I think Ofer is gonna come by. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is you guys do manage to make a fire, and if you want to attempt to do the row your boat thing, that would be hilarious.
All right. Nobody even did a redeem. I just decided to bring up the song all at once.
Oh God, this is
All on
terrible.
my own. All right. So I start and then somebody waits and then like repeats after me, but one musical phrase behind. It's called a round.
Oh God.
Interesting.
I start and it goes something like this: row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Wait, somebody's supposed to be going.
So, this is just as awkward as it was when Shatner directed it.
Row, row your boat.
Row,
Gently down
row,
the stream.
row your boat.
Merrily,
All day the
merrily,
streams of rain.
merrily.
No, wait.
Merrily.
Merrily, merrily, merrily.
What I'm gonna do is have these people show up. They hear you bellowing, but into the campfire sort of thing comes this old lady who you may recall was the one who really hated the prophets and has now kind of turned her life around now that she's been in the Gestalt. And
Did I shoot her?
You may have shot her.
I think I shot
seem
her.
to remember she was the one who asked if Caldecott had lowered the cost of eggs like he promised.
Yeah, she was actually, she was insisting that egg prices are just fine the way they are now. Yeah. She was definitely not worried about it. She says, why are we talking about eggs? Gas is cheap. Dilithium is cheap now. So, price of dilithium is crashing through the floor, man. So she's actually kind of turned a bit of a heart. I believe Nui was one of the possessed people.
Think I shot him as well?
Yeah, I think
Probably.
I think that wide angle phaser is
Yeah.
pretty damn good. But yeah, Isha or Zisha is coming into the circle, and of course she doesn't see Talus there, and looks like she looks and she checks all of you out. She's really alarmed by the Gorn. Then decides maybe it's time, and she looks at Nui and says, well, it's time for I don't think that this is a good idea. I think we're not going to do this. And they start to leave. So I love the idea. You'll just let them go and just
Yes. Lemuel is kind of breathing a sigh of relief as you come over to yell at him.
I just go, be sure and stay inside the shield.
It's like a great scene though, with two people just sort of walk by and
Look, no.
nothing happens. They don't do anything.
It was such a weird thing. I had a wide beam phaser set up, and I managed to hit the oldest and the youngest person in the crowd.
That takes some skill.
It was amazing.
Okay, yeah. So apparently we let the other plot hook just like as the other plot hook drifts away.
Hey, the party is happening here.
Yeah,
We're rowing the boat. What more can you ask
Yeah.
for?
it's too much.
I'm about to pass the mice around.
You have to go back to the shuttle and get like the little cage because I don't think you keep them in your pockets. Well, actually, you probably said I'll bring the mice, and you just held them up as you.
You know, we always have pouches or something like that, like a little leather pouch on the side.
Alright.
He's like
That's where I keep my
Robert
mice.
Englund in V. He's just mosey.
Oh yeah, it was. I was going to ask about whether it was a V reference.
Well,
so.
you know,
Yeah.
we could have fresh mice because they're always attracted by rounds. You know, when you're singing around, all the mice come out.
All the mice always come out. I've always said it.
My round brings the mice to the yard.
This was supposed to be the serious show. I keep telling myself.
The mice
that.
are watching us sing. I think we got
Yeah,
bought
the
out
mice
by
are sitting
Disney.
there like, what the hell?
We
Um,
got bought out by Disney.
More rodents than Bajor.
Paramount's going belly up. We got
What?
bought out by Disney.
Oh, what was it, Steve? Sorry.
I said we're attracting more rodents than Bajorans.
Yeah, actually,
I don't know if we
the
should be
rodents
proud
are
of that.
sticking around. So basically, now you've got like one who's got like a little teeny sailor's hat on.
And he's whistling.
Yeah, he's whistling. There's one that's oh no, I was thinking something else. But yeah, there's another one that has for purposes of being clear, yes, there's someone who is there's a mouse that's suspiciously monocolored who is whistling. Yeah. For purposes of legal, it's a black and white mouse.
Only that
whistles.
mouse.
And only that mouse.
Only that.
Yes.
There's someone who looks like Zsa Zsa Gabor that comes out. I'm going through all of them. And then there's Mrs. Brigsby who wants to know if you've seen her son because the harvest is coming. Okay. I think we've run through all the mouse related crap. Yeah, I don't know if you're actually going to pass the mice out and how that's all going to go as a cultural thing.
Does everybody want a mouse? Can I offer you a mouse?
Oh, don't forget,
I'll
Chris
try
was
one, yeah.
Chris was super well versed in human customs, so you might have to talk to them. You might have sensitivity issues. Remember
Mm.
the reason you got kicked off the ship the last time you offered mice to somebody?
Oh, well, that's why I'm being polite to offer and not just throw them at them.
Okay.
Admire a
Well,
lizard who can learn.
I've had gawk. I'll try mice.
Oh, you'll love these. Get a nice char on the outside.
I hate to ask, is Fightin' Finn? Are you still there, Fightin' Finn? Nope. Okay. What I'm going to do is
So we're having a seance.
Finn, are you there?
Looks like he's.
Are you there?
Looks to him still as a beard.
Yeah.
Right, he
And so
could be
what
doing
I'm going to do is these mice are unusual. Steve, can you tell me one unusual thing about the mice? And they can be Hitchhiker's Guide-y. I mean, you can go Hitchhiker's Guide style for wackiness now.
I'm gonna go with the old Scotty line. It's green.
Yep. I do like the idea. They glow.
Yeah, they glow.
That's how you don't lose your food in the night.
Yeah.
I'm here but quiet. Finn, if you get a chance, could you tell us some characteristic these mice have that's unusual? We've already got that they're green. I don't know what the
Green.
delay is, but yeah. So you've got these green mice going out. They are wiggly. They're basically about the size, twice the size of your thumb. They have little cute beady eyes.
All three of them.
All three of them. Oh yeah, three-eyed green mice. I'm very much happy with this.
Yeah, they're just really appetizing. Little tidbits.
Oh God, I love it. They have little teeny baby dragon wings,
Oh, so cute.
but they don't work. They just flap around helplessly. So
we breed them that way, otherwise they'd fly away.
There comes a point where
These
you
are
have to stop
that makes
calling
them
them mice.
GMO. Yeah, they're GMO mice now.
I typed in
Bred
three-eyed green mouse,
specifically
and
not
it
to
damn
fly.
well came up with something.
Uh-oh.
I didn't need to create a new one either. It just was there. Yep, I'm going to do this. Oh, God, somebody did things for their dead pet mouse. Oh, God. Oh, man. I'm going to
The
rip
dangers
it off.
of internet search.
Yeah, the dangers of DeviantArt.
Oh,
Okay, so there they are.
that's so cute.
That is cute. Format options, recolor.
But now it's going to be more difficult to eat.
Yeah, now that you know what it looks like.
Right?
It's a little
Try and just
turquoise.
scoop it out of a bowl like Gok.
Well, Gok doesn't have eyes. I think that the Klingons
That's
definitely
true.
understood that. Okay, yeah. So so this is what the mice look like. Oh, good. He's got 3 feet, 3 rear feet as well. Because that's definitely look like somebody.
Well, the legs are the best part.
It's more slop.
Tiny
AI.
little drumsticks.
Extra legs because they're so delicious.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, they've got the tiny mice. At that point, I'm really excited that I'm just going to cut away from that one to the shuttle because I think we've milked this as far as it's going to go. I like the idea that the Bajorans are just going to witness what you guys are knocking back in the name of cultural sensitivity. Okay, as I recall, you have four momentum, 2 not. Nels, you guys are like pretty close to the Odyssey at this point. I forget who was Derek. I believe that was Jim, right? Were you playing Derek?
No, you were.
I think he was an NPC character.
Oh, he was? Okay, I was like
Yeah.
happy to put you guys. Oh, that's right. He was a snotty bitch. Yeah, and you know, it's okay. You'll come around eventually. You know, but I think that, knowing what to say, knowing what to say, those are important things. And I think that you've learned that to stay alive in Starfleet among humans.
Has my stunning you every couple hours not convinced you to stop talking?
Well, if it really worked, yeah, it probably would have. Oh, you mean this? And then he just like lays himself out like he's actually stunned.
All right. So how far is it to the Odyssey?
It's 10 minutes away if you want to have it that way. If you want it to be sooner or later, that's okay.
Sooner would work better.
You just put the thing forward. Yeah, so he's now laid out, like, he seems to not do it. I don't know if you want to test him to see if he's actually faking it, or scan him or anything like that, but he seems to have just knocked himself unconscious.
No, because there is a Space Geneva Convention, and I just don't have it in me to shiv him right now.
Okay.
I hail the Odyssey and get us landed.
Okay, the Odyssey welcomes you and says you're to bring your guest directly to security room 3, and that's not one you're familiar with. That's a new one. It's a new security room.
3.
Yep.
How long have I been with the Odyssey? Because I don't think I was with the Odyssey that long.
You haven't been with the Odyssey that long, but it's like, you're a person who's, pretty much I'm going to assume everybody has a working knowledge of the ship, right? But security room 3 is not
a general layout. Yeah.
Yeah, but security room 3 is not a room that you're familiar with.
All right. and I'll ask them to send a couple of extra security guys. Although I get the feeling that that's not going to be of any use, but why not?
Okay. Yep, that would be a good thing. Oh, good Lord, I have to go clear back to the resources that have the starship on them.
Hey.
That is stunning. Okay. Let me get quick. And there's the command crew. Sorry about that. There we go.
Hopefully our fan base of 6 won't disappear on us.
There we go. How's everybody doing?
Well, I can hear you.
All right. Well, now I've got to get myself back to my real camera because, of course, everything crashed and I don't know what's happening. So yeah, I do not know why my system has decided to do things that were not good. So hopefully that will bring my camera back. Could not start video source because the camera is busy talking to people. That's okay. Well, what I'm going to do is, even if you can't hear me, we're just going to pretend that I am available, especially for kids' parties.
All right. I can hear you in here. I don't know about on Twitch.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Twitch anymore. It's definitely...
You can make rude gestures and we'll never know the difference.
Oh, I do anyway. I just put it below the desk.
Oh, okay. That's the proper way to do it.
That is the way I'm going to do this. Okay, so hopefully that's good. Video source. It's claimed disabled. I'm going to go with that camera for right now. There we go. All right. And I have no idea if it can hear me. All right. Yeah, go ahead and talk to the people for a second. I've got to...
All right.
I got as many things back online as quickly as I could. So
hello,
from a complete shutdown.
We are reassembling the vessel.
Yes. This is so stupid. I guess that everything crashed.
A brain fart.
Yes.
I didn't realize those mice were laced with psilocybin.
Oh, that's even better.
I guess that's what the green tint was all about.
Yeah. To the Gorn, it's just like oregano.
Right. See, we didn't ask about the spices.
I thought it was like a chocolate covered mint.
Yeah.
And on the shuttle, we're not sure who's stunned and who's awake.
Yeah. Jeff, I can't hear you. Can anybody else hear Jeff?
I don't hear him right now. No.
Mute again?
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
No, nothing.
Here's somebody taking a drink.
That would be me.
Yeah, okay, that's what I figured.
So I've got to. I'll work out where I'm at here. Oh gosh. Turn off my email because I do not know how many things. Any luck there? Oh, the cool part is you can hear me through your microphones.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I finally got to hear you now.
Okay.
Everybody hear everybody? Okay, good.
Yep.
Spicy mice.
Spicy mice. All right, here we
Spicy
go.
mice.
I'm just going to be a
Right.
giant black hole of a human at this point. We'll just do that. Okay.
Just the guardian on pause.
Yeah, the guardian of the void. I opened up one more stupid window on Chrome, which is probably the problem it had. Because I really did open up another window. Okay, Bajor Rising. There's the conference tool. And yeah, I was trying to pull the security guard's captain's name. Unless you guys have it on hand.
No, that's what I remember.
You're not gonna give me anything, are you? there's the command crew of the Odyssey. Okay, that was the last thing I did, was open up the command crew of the Odyssey.
Well, that's what happened, is you tried to open up listings for dead people.
Yes, that was probably it. Okay. Katrina Voss is the security officer, and she is a Vulcan and Dorian hybrid. The very thing I told players never to ever do. So we're gonna go. So of course I'm gonna have one. All right. I'm looking for a shuttle bay. Oh wait, we're just gonna do an establishing shot of the frickin' Odyssey so that I can prove to people I have the Odyssey. There. So amazingly, it looks a lot. Look, and it's got those two little shuttles with it that act as bait for Jem'Hadar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let me see, where is? Yep. Oh, come on, there's the shuttle bay. Sorry, man. Do not link. Shuttle bay 3. So yeah, there'll be 2 people down to meet. Derek is still unconscious at this point, by the way.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, sorry, I'll just do that. And I think I had 2 threat. This is what I get for running things on slideshows instead of on the real, something more aggressive than real. Okay. And do I have a token for her? Oh, of course I don't. Oh, yeah, I do. Good. All right, so she makes it down. She actually comes to personally meet you, which is kind of a new thing.
Okay.
And she is going to ask that you... how long have you been on the ship? And that is up to you. So I think you got slapped on this mission quick.
I'm gonna presume I've only been with the ship a couple of months, 2, 3 tops.
Okay. Yep. What I'm going to do is have a person here. And I'm just going to call him for some reason MIB, the man in blue.
Okay.
And he will be looking somewhat mysterious. Dreadfully mysterious, is like the Blue Raja. That is a really
Deep cut.
Pointless deep cut there.
We cannot defeat the Cardassians with forks and flatulence.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I know a couple of people who could get away with the flatulence part.
I'm the spleen.
And the hand phaser.
The hand phaser, you light it. So, there's someone with a bowling ball behind him. Okay. But yeah, there's a person that you've never actually seen before. They're wearing, it's basically just a really dark, deep blue kind of, be almost like, remember those crew uniforms that they handed the humans when they came back from, when they thawed them out? They were these blue uniforms that were just kind of utility clothes.
Right. Okay.
But this person is just wearing them. But they're not the baggy kind that despite 24th century engineering are still ill-fitting. This is actually it's meant. It's almost like it's trying too hard to be nondescript.
Okay.
Huh?
And the black comm badge doesn't stand out.
No, it's it just has a really heavier outline on it. Oh, I'm still gesturing like you can see me. This is so adorable of me. Yes, it has a it's a normal comm badge, but yeah, it's got a much heavier black border, like some of the bad fan made ones. But yeah, this is a person who is they're bald, Possibly Delton. You could guess Delton.
And the creases are so sharp on their uniform, I could draw blood.
Yeah, it's yeah, for it being it's not the uniform, it's just those utility coveralls for some reason. But yeah, it is pressed like a uniform.
Okay.
Just this really jarring, one would even say ambiguous messages it's sending out. Because I like the idea of you being steeped in ambiguity from now on.
There you go.
Since that was what Jippity said for you. But Karina Voss does congratulate you, and this is a job well done. Um, she looks over Derek Arvok, who doesn't seem to recognize her. You can make some other kind of roles as everybody's standing around if you want to intuit anything or gain any other information. It's kind of clear nobody's handing out a name. She hasn't even referred to the guy standing next to her.
Well, I'm going to presume that he's somebody we shouldn't be talking about. So I'm just gonna let them know what whatever conversations I had with this guy, and he seems to be good at playing dead. So just be careful with this.
Yeah, actually, evens or odds, or evens or odds, Steve.
Odds.
Cameron, would you please roll a die for me, since I don't know how dice work?
All right, one d20.
Yeah, we're just looking for evens and odds.
Evens. Got a 2.
Even? Okay. He is still asleep, so your explanation goes well.
Yeah, he could be power napping, or and whether he's one of ours or an Obsidian Order person, I'm sure they're well trained to do that.
Okay. I'm going to do this so that it can at least not look so awkward. Scooch a little closer so I'm actually in this frame here.
There you go.
There we go. You can actually see. Oh man, I need some work done. Okay.
Profiles in courage.
Yeah, it's pretty courageous that I did that. But the cool part is you can see all of our. You can see the new microwave we put in, and my little blue light right up there.
Yeah.
All right, so
one light.
there's one light. Nope, actually.
Damn it.
There's 2.
But anyway, yeah, he's unconscious, and I like the idea that I'm just gonna do this profile. It's kind of funny. All right, yeah. So he's unconscious right now. He's sleeping in the back of the shuttle. Karina Voss is doing things. The MIB is going to just walk past you, and I don't know if you're going to give way or if you're even in the way to give.
No, I'll give way, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's out of the handcuffs. But
anything else, or I mean, if you want to, you can. Yeah, I'm gonna say if you need to pick up clues or other things that aren't in my dialogue or monologue, you can actually ask questions of the scene or whatever you want to try.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure he's somebody I don't need to know who he is, and he's probably with some deeper aspect of the organization that really wouldn't want me asking questions.
Okay. Yeah, he does he does pick up Derek, and let me see. I'm not gonna have a second one show up because that would be scary. But he's actually just going to carry him out like firemen's carry him out.
Okay.
Just slung over his shoulder. He is still handcuffed. The handcuffs are dragging. It's kind of this up thing. So he is going to just physically pick up and remove Derek from the location, and just kind of go away with him at
All
this
right.
point. So they're gonna fuck off.
All right. I asked boss.
Yeah, go
Hey,
ahead.
they said I need to go to security room 3.
Oh yeah. Actually, no, she's not uncertain. Because she has that whole. if you could take the seriousness of a Vulcan and the seriousness of an Andorian and just kind of condense them to this very
Oi,
tight spot.
Volcandor.
Oh, is that what? Huh?
It's Volcandor. It's like Candor, only Volcandor.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah, and what's going to happen is, oh God, what does security room 3 look like? Well, I'm going to have it look, for right now, it's going to look like a holodeck because I didn't chat Jippity this. Yeah, so she escorts you in here. Literally, this feels like an area of the ship you've walked by a dozen times. This door was not here. You know, you're a fairly good memory person, but this particular door just never ever registered in your mind.
damn Time Lord perception filters.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of weird things. And no, she just asked you to go in, and door closes behind you, and you're. I'm just gonna say yeah, and a dozen phasers point at you. No,
It's just another Tuesday at the office. All right.
it's just the way it is. And you do walk into this. It does look for all the world like a holodeck. It is completely empty. It's in its neutral state, like you see, and it just there's kind of a voice, and it's not Mitchell Barrett's voice. It's gonna be. It would be funnier if it were Gene Roddenberry's voice, but it's a male computer voice, which does just say, please remain here, please remain calm.
Can I get a glass of water and a chair to sit in? Please, thank you.
It repeats, please remain here, please remain calm.
I'll take that as a no.
It then starts kind of the lights start dimming, and what I need is let's go with an insight, and God, first die roll of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Much as I tried to push you guys to roll dice, nobody was rolling dice tonight.
Actually, it'd be the second time, but that's okay.
Was it? Oh, darn it.
Yeah, because what's his name? Botched one.
Oh, that's right. The NPCs. This will be the first PC dice roll. How's that?
Okay.
I'll feel bad. I
Insight.
have to salvage something out of my existence here.
Okay.
Let me see. Where's Bajor? Bajor. I'm just trying to bring up your character sheets again, like it matters. Like I'm going to pick anything different. Okay. Yeah, I just need a definitely an insight and either security or medicine.
I'll go with security.
Okay.
And will perception be a good focus, or?
I think so. Yes.
Alrighty. Here we go.
Just tell me how many successes you do have. You do have access to momentum. All I'm going to say is I'm going to be just judging you on how many successes you can get.
Only got one.
Okay, if you wanted to buy dice, that was the reason I was going to say that before you rolled.
That's okay.
Okay. You did get one success. With that, remember all the times you were in and out of that void? of
Oh,
all the
boy.
freaking void experiences you've had. You do start feeling yourself coming unanchored like that in this room.
Oh, dear.
And you're you do feel that. Is there anything you feel? I mean, the lights are down to, like, I would go, a really dim room light, like there's the equivalent of, like, an evening with a night light or a candle at this
Okay.
point. And the light kind of stays there. You do have that uneasy feeling, and then suddenly the lights are back on, and the door behind you hisses open,
Alrighty.
and you'll find. Let me see. I've got a corridor set. By God, I'm going to use it. There. Look at that. The door hisses open behind you. I don't know if you're going to leave the room or not.
Sure.
Okay. You see Karina Voss walking down the hall, and she says, "Lieutenant, you better hurry, or you will arrive late for the routine security meeting. It's at 0300."
All right. Main briefing?
Huh?
Main briefing room?
Yep. Main security area,
Okay.
which will look just like the briefing room everywhere, because that's what
Sure,
Starfleet
why not?
specializes in.
All right, I head off.
Okay. You arrive at the main briefing room, or a briefing room, let's just say. And she's there. And what I want to do is get 3 other crewmen. You're all security guys, which is going to be hilarious because I want all security. This is going to be like Shax's group. Okay. And what we're going to do is just the quick rundown of what's happening on the ship. Okay. Rufus, that will be your security guard name because I refuse to make something up that's more challenging.
Deal.
Rufus, you have to decide. You've been last tasked with essentially, like, there's probably minefields left over from the Cardassians have mined places, started mining things now, and not the mining, but mining.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, you're gonna not miners. And Cameron, you've got the same deal. You have.
Okay.
Can you decide what your guy might be interested in?
Cleaning up ship wreckage because it's dangerous to fly through areas where the mines have exploded
Okay.
and taking pieces off ships.
All right. And then Jim, what is your? Do you have anything, like, it can be internal security, external security, stuff like that?
Yes, I'm interested in keeping communication relays from being interfered with or bugged.
Oh man, these are good. Okay, and Karina Voss has, like, got all of their reports. And Nellis, tell us, you actually know all these people. They're known to you. You've worked with them a bit. You've only been here, I think you said about a week or two, correct?
I think it was a couple of months.
Couple months. Okay, I apologize.
That's okay.
I had a computer crash. It took the rest of my brain with it. But yeah, they're known to you. You have a good working relationship with all of them, unless you want to decide you have a beef with them.
No.
And I don't know how easy it is for someone to get to know you, so that's going to be your own decision to make of how close you've gotten to anybody. But Karina now asks, and Lieutenant, what's the report from the away mission? I know that there's still people down there, but what's the security assessment down there?
They seem to have a mass hysteria moment upon hearing the news from Bajor recently, but they seem to be back to normal to a certain extent. I didn't get a full chance to observe. Believe Lieutenant Ragathor will have a thorough enough science report about between him and Lieutenant Azera, they should have a comprehensive report on the effects of some stones we found there.
Oh, before you do the stones, you really don't remember what she's going to have a report on.
Okay.
So as a meta thing, as you're trying to figure out what it is, you know that she's going to have a report, and everybody got their shit together. You have no idea why. So any reference to the stones, the crystals, possibly the cave, you're going to have to decide on. We'll play that as it goes, but definitely not the prisoner. So those events, as you're going, you have not noticed them missing in your mind, but you may eventually as you start getting asked. I shouldn't not spring that on you, but that's, as you roll through, you hit that, you kind of do a brief hitch, but you say, I'm sure they'll just have it doesn't mean anything to me, is what you wind up saying. But but she does ask for, she does press you on it a little bit and says, is that all, Lieutenant?
Let him know about Jerry and the potential paw wraiths, which
oh god, yeah,
seem to
that
have
was
dealt
so
with.
long ago. Which of you three would be interested in the backlid, and which of you three would be interested in the paw race, or be dismissive about superstition and just scoff at the Bajoran?
I'll kind of guffaw when he says something about a packlet.
Strangely on point. Yeah,
Packlets. I don't think they're a security issue. We know how to deal with them now.
Well, any information is better than none on those guys.
Yeah, true. It's good to know that there's one or maybe more down there, but we just have to be prepared to not fall for any, fake requests for help to make them go.
Yeah.
Okay. And did anybody else care about the Pare thing, or are you good with that?
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows what a pyrite is.
I can give you guys
a pyrite.
My character can give them a brief, synopsis. I say I could understand completely why you wouldn't even pay attention to it. I don't even really pay attention to my own deities, as it were. So.
Okay. Yeah, and if you want to continue to dig into that or make it a thing, that's up to you.
So, the bad guys, you met the bad god of your people.
More like bad demons. Again,
demons.
I'm not 100% into it either, so don't,
Okay.
Presumably, you'll have more about this in your detailed report. I'd like to keep an eye out for these.
You mean when we all hit 10 forward and get blind? No, probably not.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, this is like Karina is actually one of those cool bosses that does not make a meeting last any longer than is absolutely necessary. And apparently, as soon as Talos finishes his report and as complete as it is, she says, "All right, then. Well, I look forward to as I said, I look forward to all of your more detailed reports. But since there's nothing immediately concerning the ship or its function, uh, dismissed. I know this is the end of the duty shift for all of you, and enjoy." Which is really a weird phrase for her to say, coming out of a face like that, saying, "Oh, have a great time, guys." And then she's just going to kind of leave in a very businesslike manner. I'm just leaving you all so tangly. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
So by that not being her normal thing, do any of us quasi NPCs pick up on that,
Yeah, I mean,
or is it
it
more
was
just
like
Talos?
particularly it was positively like gushing for her. And I think you've all been on the ship for at least a year or two.
Okay.
And are kind of like I can't use like sergeants or the equivalent of sergeants in the security group.
Okay. Sorry, I'm going to
senior
turn
chiefs.
to Rufus and go, is she seeing someone?
You mean like seeing someone, or like
I
seeing
mean,
a
like
ghost or something like that?
she looks really giddy. I'm just saying,
Yeah, that have a nice day thing. That was just not like
It was
her.
weird.
Yeah, I know
Something's weird about
was
that. Yeah.
bizarre.
I mean, it's not you guys, is it? I mean, you're just not trying to cover
No,
this
that's
up.
why I'm asking. Like,
No, it's not me.
Who could it be?
You couldn't
Could
shut
it
me up.
be? It's just really, really. I don't know. I wasn't expecting something like that. That
well,
have a
it's
nice day thing. Now I'm
probably one
wondering
of
what's
the
going
new
to happen.
It's probably one of the new crewmen because we've had a bunch join the last couple months. Talos, Lieutenant Talos, have you heard any, rumors of her, catting around, so to speak?
I don't quite into that kind of stuff.
I mean, I don't want to start any ship-wide rumors or anything, and then I got my comm button.
Please don't lie.
All
to me.
hands.
I know you want to start a rumor, but you have to do it right.
Be on the lookout for wherever the security chief is open.
Yeah. So yeah, nobody has a briefcase or anything. That was the weirdest thing about these briefing rooms. It's like in the old days, they at least picked up the data cards when they knew they were done with the meeting. But now it's like, well, I guess we walk out of here now.
Done.
But yeah,
at least she likes to keep the briefing room to its namesake, brief.
Brief. Oh, she is absolutely the model of not a problem. Yep. So there's that playful banter that all Starfleet people are known for, and yeah, you guys can go about your business. I don't know if Nels has a routine that he has when he's off duty, or just
I think I've established one actually.
You never did? Okay.
I haven't really integrated into the ship.
Is there a poker game nearby?
I was actually going to go to whatever the equivalent to the 10 forward lounge is and just stare out the front window for a little bit.
Okay.
Or if there's an observation deck or something.
There is both. There is the 10 forward lounge, which is a more public space, but there are also there are meditation alcoves in the secondary hull, as well as kind of a more arboretum, which is still the big vista, but a little more private. So you have degrees of aloneness you can be. Alone in a crowd is 10 forward your thing.
Let me check the 10 forward, because I really haven't really gone anywhere on this ship yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go to 10 forward. What I'd like to do Oh man, I've got a coin flip between Rufus and Cameron as to who Guinan is. Who wants to be Guinan? Or the equivalent, sorry.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
So we have an LR and bartender as well.
No, you don't. It's
It comes standard.
no, it's just there's
Oh,
a
right, where that big goddamn hat.
The LR and Diaspora, they just all became 10 forward bartenders.
every starship they've had. This is what I call a perfect. I know. Yeah, you've noticed I've used ad blocker. You piece of crap. I'm just trying to get the scene here. Copy image. Okay.
Hey, the bartender could be the dude from the Star Wars cantina. No blasters, no blasters.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking. Yeah. When I said Guinan, I'm using that in the most broad sense of you get to be the wise bartender if you feel like it.
So are we there yet?
Yeah, as soon as I paste the damn thing in. I'm sorry, okay? Look, this is one that's not quite finished. You can see that there's some construction going on.
They just forgot to place the camera right, so we're seeing
No,
the scaffolding.
there's construction going on. Construction. Yeah, I don't know if the security team, the rest of you as a security group want to do it, but Talis, you're there. Rufus, do you want to describe it? Are you the person that's dressed up? Oh God. Star Trek 3. Yes. Sharon Thomas. I'm just going to say, is this the person that you want to be?
Oh, sure.
She's got a light up dress.
Okay.
She has the light up dress from Star Trek 3.
All right.
And it's up to you how you approach. But basically, Talis, you're standing there wanting to be alone. Are you giving the alone vibes?
No, I'm just I'm kind of checking the area out vibes.
Okay.
I think my security guy's going to go there and crack open a synthahol and pretend he's drunk.
Here's the deal, and you'll have to decide what the name is. You're from a race that can split itself. You're like multiplying girl.
Oh, okay.
So you can split yourself into 5 different people.
All right. Am I going to talk to 5 different people here?
Sure, if you feel like it.
Okay.
You know, this is it. This is your weirdo alien power.
All right. Well, we split up, but we all say the same thing.
Oh,
So-
I love it.
So we're addressing 5 different people in the room. Hey, Toots, would you like a drink?
Jim, I have no idea what you want to do, but Cam will
I'll
just
figure
be
this
over
out.
here with his voice carrying. Yep. So tell us she has asked if you want to drink, but you also hear the echo. You have
Yeah.
not been here. You have no idea what
It's sort of like in, quadraphonic sound.
Okay. Yeah, give me a synthahol. The purple stuff.
You want the purple stuff. Okay. Well, I want to say you got to really forgive us for the mess in here. We're still under construction. And, just let me know if you can't find the bathroom, because there is one here, actually.
As long as it's not in that corner over there with that guy over there, I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, I was actually talking to somebody over there, but if you want the bathroom, I'll show you where it is too.
Jim.
No,
you're
no,
just coming-
I'm
you're
good.
Just coming. You pick a character that's just coming out of the head, and
Little.
I'm gonna go for one of those giant guys that gets offended at everything, but that's up to you.
Oh, yeah. I stomp out.
Everything come out all right?
I'm gonna do.
Who
a
wants
thing-
to know?
Okay.
It died without honor. Oh dear.
Without honor.
Yeah, I'm just going to use
Oh, that
that.
must be our Klingon
That
exchange
bathroom will
student.
be without honor for 5 to 7 minutes.
Well, if you hit the little button in there, it's going to play water noises, and it's really pleasant. I'm going to go get
Hopefully in
everybody's drink.
Japanese.
So every single one of the duplicates just trots back to the replicator. There are 5 in the wall. They all move at the same time and pull all of them out. It's an art to actually have a conversation that will fit 5 different people at the same time. Yeah, actually, Nels, this is a new thing for you, I'm sure. You've never met whatever the hell race it is that Jeff just made up.
No, that I'm sure I haven't.
They're
I might have
canon
heard
now.
of them.
Yeah, they were on Archer's Enterprise. They were on Captain April. They were. There was one on Captain April's ship.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know if if you're well, I'd like you to roll in insight and security again.
All right. Two successes.
Okay, you're definitely feeling like something's not right. I mean, you're starting to feel around the edge of. I don't know if you're poking at this, not hesitating about something, but you really are a person that really doesn't leave out information, if I understand things correctly. And you feel like you left something out of your report. And as you I don't know. So what are you thinking about as you start out into space? Because I probably should ask you since you're a player. This is a story about you.
Well, being that I was just in a room that looked kind of like a holodeck, and there was some light flashing disorientation, can't help but think that I'm in some kind of simulation, but I'm sure there's a purpose behind it.
Oh God, I love this. Okay. Is there anything you want to act on that knowledge with, or are you just gonna keep this to yourself? Are you in a warp bubble? Is it a dream state? What?
Well, I'm just trying to remember things like, is this person in the 10 forward someone who's on the crew roster, or
which person?
Rufus's character, or the guy who just killed the toilet? What
I want you to do is, what is her name? Rufus, I do not remember. Is it Shelley? No.
Who are we talking about?
Well, the only character you're playing in the scene.
Oh, we didn't have a name for her.
Well, do you have a name for her? Who's the woman that gets his coffee at McDonald's?
Carrie.
Carrie. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Carrie is listed, and Carrie only has one name because that's just how alien bartenders roll.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you want to have a data pad, by the way, you have a data pad now because that's good. I do not know how people address your replicates, so I think that you just have a ball with that one, Jeff. And the manly man, you're going to have to decide. You just assign Jim's character all the attributes he has to deal with.
You
do new toilet wrecking and honor is important. And
I think. And I think we'll just stick with that for the moment.
That's your whole deal. that goes right into his IMDb page. But yeah, he is listed on it. And Cameron, since Steve didn't feel like doing it, do something horrible to Jim's character. What is his job on the ship?
Um, he actually makes sure that the drains in the sonic showers are clean. He's
Is he-
he's a sanitian, I guess you would say, instead of a plumber.
okay, a sanitian. Ouch.
Sanitian or sonicanition.
Okay, so is he part of the engineering staff, or is he a civilian
Yeah,
contractor?
I think he'd be in engineering, some sort of ops engineering type.
Okay, that was just my biggest thing.
And he destroyed it on purpose because he likes busy work.
Okay.
Because I assume that since the showers are sonic, the head's sonic as well.
I like
That's
that we can now
interesting.
use amorphous gas as your actual player name now. But yeah, you do see these people from the crew roster. That they are on there. They exist. The data pad on your hand is, assuming that the data pad is reporting things accurately.
Correct. But I'm going more from my own memory.
Oh, from your own memory?
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, let's go with a. I'm gonna go with a reason and a reason and command. Probably
Okay.
your two worst skills at this point, I think.
Yeah, probably.
You are allowed to buy dice if you really, really feel the need.
I'll buy one more D20.
Okay. Do you want to buy with threat, or do you want to actually just steal it from the group?
I'll be nice. I'll give you a threat.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
That's Jesus to you.
Jesus.
All right. Let me see. All right.
So 3 dice. Yes. And
Let's see how many 20s I can roll.
Yes.
Three, four successes. That's pretty good.
All right. You have memorized the entire crew roster. You have memorized the entire crew roster because you're never letting that academy incident where you forgot someone's name
There you go.
ever happen again. You also have 2 additional momentum after that to spend on. You can do things like ask questions, or you can create an advantage for the scene that will help you do something or change a test or something like that. This is something like, I set up a scattering field, or I'm going to put together some kind of a weird chess puzzle on the table to fuck with people, stuff like that. Things if you're testing for a simulation, you might have something that would test the simulations.
I'm just wondering if I could get away with my previous experience, because you had said, like when we were messing with the rocks, there was that disconnecting, de-anchoring kind of thing, that I'd be more aware of.
Yeah, you would be.
Brain fuckery, as it
Well,
were.
that 2 points, you could say, "Hey, I'm gonna see if I can tap into the speed force."
There you go. Let's do it.
Blue force. You do start as you're staring out into space, which I think is the deal. You're starting to slowly settle in to this. The ship is in it. It's holding station, so the stars really aren't moving, and you can just kind of let them like waver in front of you. And at that point, Carrie comes back up to interrupt your reverie while you're getting down to it. She bugs you. Carrie, you're about to interrupt something.
Oh, you just look like you're so lost in thought. I thought I'd bring your drink over and maybe you'd kind of relax a little bit.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes.
Well, here you go. And my name is Carrie. You just let me know if you need anything else that might help you bring yourself out of this reverie or funk, whatever you're feeling.
I appreciate the offer.
And
I'm here to serve.
Ouch. Is there any random weird quote you want to drop that would help him because you are the mysterious alien bartender that has hidden wisdom all the time. You're the magic cocktail waitress with a
Oh
heart of
yeah. Oh gosh, what? Now you put me on
You
the
could
spot.
start. You could start. Sing something about crystals. Sing something about blue. You could just hum "Blue Sky."
I was working in a waitress as a cocktail bar when you walked in.
Oh dear.
Oh God, that is Um, what's the rest of that song?
I see. There's no words of wisdom in it. It's just a pretty straightforward description of things that are going on. I guess the mystery is finding meaning in that really vapid
Oh,
song.
all right. Well, it is the song "Don't You Want Me" by Human League because I knew it. I gotta hand back my fucking 80s game card. Let me see really quick. Anyone who wants to scan it for wisdom,
Scanning, scanning.
scanning.
Well, all I can say is that, if I'm ever feeling in trouble, I just sort of scan for wisdom. I
think
raise my eyebrows just like that.
I think to be honest, I think if you can latch onto the theme of "Don't You Want Me" as something about that, but yeah, you managed to get this disturbing waitress back out of your mind and return to the thing that you're trying to do again. And
That
yeah,
was
so sorry, go ahead.
that was rather direct. Oh, all right. Scan for wisdom. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that's the wisdom. Scan for it. Wait, you're gonna have to tell me what you're doing because now it sounds like you've got an idea.
Oh, I have none. Absolutely none.
Okay, I have left you guys hanging so hard. I'm a scene partner from hell. Okay, but yeah, I think that you just sort of like are drifting out, and yeah, I'll just go with you. Let me see, where is it? Oh, that would be funny. I'm trying to find. All right, that grandma. Where is? Yeah, we're gonna do this. Carrie, as you come in, we're just gonna do this. Not Carrie, sorry. Group. Yeah, as you're like looking out in the window, we're just gonna slide the image, the visage of your grandmother in what looks to be a reflection behind you. So you're staring in the glass. Apparently, non-reflective glass they haven't invented yet. So you're seeing the reflection, and you see your grandmother behind you.
Okay. I'll turn around.
Okay. You don't see anybody there.
Interesting.
You still staying turned around, take an extra drink.
Yeah, and then I think I'll head out. Well,
I'm going this way to the plot. This way.
no.
No. All right.
No.
All right. So, are you dumb question? You putting the drink down, or are you taking it out?
I want to take it with me. See, just to see what.
Get some of those whale bones.
There you go.
No, it's a nice, elegant glass, like you would probably get a high end IKEA in the '90s. So, Carrie, you do see him leaving. He has the glass; it's half drunk. You have to decide what store policy is, and you're on a starship, so I don't know. And it's a synthetic ale, so it's not like real alcohol.
I just say, you know, it looks like your glass is half empty, but it's also half full. I'm gonna take a break now. See ya.
I noticed that.
I like one of the clowns goes over and leaves. Clocks out. Yeah. So I'll put you back into a corridor if that is what you want. Is that what you want?
Yeah, and I'm going to wander a bit aimlessly throughout the ship.
Okay.
Because
Yep.
here's a question: do I know if the half Andorian, half Vulcan lady has mind meld or psychic abilities or something?
She hasn't exhibited any in the 2 months you've been here, but nobody's needed to have the whammy put on them. But also, yeah, it would be an interesting question because how that would work.
Okay. No, I have my suspicions about what's going on because if this were a simulation, that would mean the image of my grandmother would have to come from a record that doesn't exist.
I do agree that no one has a picture of
So,
of
so
BT.
that means it means somebody is mind melding with me or something akin to it, which is fine.
Okay. So as you so you're just are you just kind of like that corridor walk?
Yeah, the corridor walk, and once I finish off the drink, if there's a replicator station or something, I recycle the glass.
Interestingly, there are no garbage chutes on the starship, which is hilarious. They're there for emergency phaser disposal only.
Okay.
But yeah, no, you can. Yeah, I think that there's a spot. You just leave it somewhere, and I'm sure someone will pick it. That's what ensigns are for.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, you finished up. You do feel like slightly intoxicated. I don't know how well you hold liquor. I don't think Bajorans drink as a rule.
And it's also synthahol, so I shouldn't be feeling anything.
You can. Oh no, you'll feel things, but you can. It can be stopped. You can get drunk, but its effects can be dismissed. Is the way I'll play it.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, and it's. I'm going to assume that taped to the bottom of every one of these fucking glasses is probably the fixed pill, and you pulled that off before you.
All right.
Disposed of it, because I don't know why they make it hard to recover from alcohol. But yeah, so you're slightly intoxicated, not incapacitated, just relaxed, and your mind can wander a bit if it wants. You pass stellar cartography, so you're on deck 6.
I think I'll take the scenic route to my quarters.
Okay. You're in the primary or secondary hall for your quarters, because I'm just thinking it's funnier.
I'll go with one of the secondary hull berths.
Yep. I like the idea of who's got to live in the neck. So you've got, you have a starboard side cabin. Your rank just says there's more room on this thing than a fucking city of Manhattan. So yeah, you have your own quarters. You don't have to share with anybody, and you return to your quarters, feeling a little tipsy. You do not encounter anybody that you know unless you care to stop somebody.
No.
Okay. So yeah, you've taken about a good 20-minute walk to get to where you're gonna go, and you're basically just back in your quarters. If you want to describe what you brought from the homeworld, or if you have anything that reflects Bajoran culture, or if you're just straight Starfleet. Or do you
I
have
got a
something?
couple of knickknacks from Grandma, but nothing specific. I'll pop the detox pill with a glass of water.
Okay. Where did you have those knickknacks from Grandma?
Um, in like the equivalent of the living room.
Okay, just on a shelf.
Yeah.
Okay. They've moved. As far as you're concerned, they've moved from the top shelf to the bottom shelf.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's good.
And you're secretly married to Counselor Troy now.
There you go.
Uh,
That explains the slinky teddy in my closet because I know it's not mine.
it's not yours. It's not your color. So yeah, that's the but yeah, these very specific things have you think changed position. Now whether you're Mandela affecting this or not, you're not sure. But there is a lot of like doubts being raised in your mind about what's going on.
Yeah, there are. And being that, okay, I would believe that the star pattern in the front of the ship at the 10 forward is going to look different than out of my windows.
Yeah, you'll be on the side looking out. Yeah, so you'll have a different star pattern.
Okay. Well, at least they're being consistent on that front. Now the question is, am I actually on the Odyssey, or am I about to become a kidney donor for the Cardassians? Oh,
Here I am, the Bodyssey. The Cardassian version of it. Oh, that's the Bajoran version of the Odyssey, I guess. Yeah. So, well, you're these things are in a different spot. Is there other things you want to kind of toss your room a little bit, as it were? You know,
I'm gonna grab a tricorder, do the old check for bugs in the lampshade routine.
okay. Would this be the tricorder that you always keep by your bedstand, or would this be the one that you may have brought in the shuttle but went into 10 forward with you, or went into the holodeck with you?
The one that I had when I came off the shuttle. Yeah.
Okay, that one did go into the holodeck with you.
Yep.
Okay. So what are you scanning for specifically? What kind of little life forms are you after?
No, just listening devices.
Let me see. Well, I mean, this is a 0 level roll, so it's up to you if you want to roll dice and attempt to get a 20, or if you just want me to tell you some stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to roll. I'll just let you tell me some stuff.
Okay. Other than the 300 microphones that are in every Starfleet room, there are no additional microphones. There are no microphones that should not be here. There's no listening devices that should not be here. They are set to private mode, which means they won't do. They're just in. They are not actively listening or recording. I don't know how that works in Star Trek, but let's just pretend that your privacy is actually not violated willy-nilly.
Okay.
But yeah, there's nothing actively attempting to listen to you.
All right. As I'm making a coffee at the replicator, I will just say out loud, "So, have you gotten what you're looking for?"
The computer, Major Barrett comes back and says, This replication unit is not equipped with optical sensors. Please rephrase your question.
That's good. That's good. That's really good.
All right. What sort of thing would we want to leave you on when we go back to find out how the mice are sitting with the rest of the group?
I'm just gonna sit on the good chair with the coffee.
Okay. Oh God, you're using coffee and not like some alien Klingon crap too. Yeah. So, are you staring back out like at the glass, or just looking into your coffee?
Little column A, a little column B.
Okay. Well, as you look down into your coffee, you do see kind of the ripply reflection of your grandmother over your shoulder again. And she's making kind of a weird, not a weird hand sign. She's just making a hand sign like this. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. So you get to have my favorite ear as most of your video for this. So, but yeah, that's what happens. Is we can leave you sitting there spiraling into madness.
There you go.
With your dead grandmother, gesturing to you over your shoulder while you're in your quarters. And I'm saying this.
That's not one of her usual gestures. Anyway.
Oh God. This is not my beautiful stapler.
Usually it is a different finger my grandmother is showing off.
Yeah.
She's feisty. She's awfully feisty.
She does a spicy finger. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, so back on the planet. How did the mice taste, everybody?
I thought it was interesting.
These are surprisingly good. You dip these in barbecue sauce. They're fantastic.
Oh, I'm so glad everybody enjoyed them. I like sharing my traditions with other people.
Oh, that was very intriguing. Culinary delight you just shared with us.
Lemuel, you ate the mouse too?
Oh yeah, I'm not going to be shown up by Ragathor.
But I don't care what you say about me, but please be kind to Blinky. Okay. Yeah, you guys have done a sing along, and now you've done a campfire treat.
So, Chris,
stories involved, or do we?
I was just gonna say, so Chris, how long are you assigned to the Odyssey?
Oh, just a very short period of time. I just have to wait for the ship to come and pick me up.
Are they supposed to come and pick us up? Like, did you hear anything about them? Because all of our shuttles kind of left us here. We're just stuck with that old ship that Blug says is holding together by some spit and a prayer.
Lieutenant, it is appropriate to call it a shit box. I believe that's
a very clever name.
Captain Remy hear you say that. Be leaving
she loves
parts of your
ship.
Anatomy behind on this planet.
Yeah, she loves that ship.
She would have to find them and sew them back on first. And the wife isn't going to hand them over, trust me.
They're in her purse right now.
Yeah.
A wedding gift.
Yeah. Oh God, that would be
the Tellarite way.
The Tellarite wedding is just they're putting a little basket somewhere with a cudgel. We now know what the cudgel's for.
They don't wear rings; they just have those things hanging out.
Those aren't diamonds on her finger, okay?
Or on the soles of her shoes.
Oh. Now, As I recall, the agreement was that the game was supposed to be the game master's thinly veiled fetish, not everyone else's thinly veiled. But yeah, so Chris, yeah, they you were supposed to actually bring the shuttle down to pick people up. Believe it or not, that was your job.
Oh, I thought they just dropped me off.
No, you brought the shuttle all by yourself.
Oh,
Oh, well, you're
Okay,
also
re-
forgetful because I think these mice are the ones that have that spicy drug in them.
I know.
So I think that Chris is actually getting.
Okay, you're not gonna believe this.
And you can decide.
I
if
forgot I
we're-
had the keys right here in my
Are we
pocket.
doing mushrooms or pot or cocaine? Those are your choices.
We're doing spicy mice, baby.
Spicy mice.
Icy.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. I'm good to drive. Let's all get in the shuttle and head back up, okay?
Okay, I think the Bajorans are safe now. I think we've got this shield well established, and we got this campfire. We could just leave it going for them to enjoy.
I'm sure it won't burn the camp down by
Nope.
accident.
Could possibly go wrong.
Yeah,
What
we
could
think it's bad
possibly
luck
go
to
wrong?
leave to put out the fire before you go. You just gotta leave the flame of hope burning, because you
Exactly.
never know who's gonna be cold that walks by.
Yes, that's
Yeah, like these two.
Man,
in the Starfleet manual. Always leave your fire unattended.
right.
It helps.
And that
'cause
doesn't
would
even
be-
violate the prime directive.
Yeah, you would
Everybody
violate
knows
the
about
prime
fire.
directive by putting out the fire would violate the prime directive.
Okay, it's just the spicy mice talking. Am I right?
Those were really good. They
They
beat,
were.
beat a bowl of
Darn
rock.
tootin'.
I think they tasted like cinnamon for some reason and cumin together. It's like that's the spicy flavor. That's gonna be the
Sincumin.
next Dorito flavor in my opinion too.
Yeah, we call it Cubamin.
A couple of the engineers that we had from the colony the two engineers, like one that was really fucked up. They do stop by. As you're on your way out, Lemuel, you do bump into the engineering team that
Good.
you had, and then you also bump into because this is because you actually made these connections. So see the little kid.
Oh yeah, that little kid
He still has your
still
tool.
got the thing.
Yeah, that's up to you what you want to do with it.
So I'm gonna. Kids hate when you do, but I'm gonna like hunker down so we're at eye level.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold out my
So,
hand.
This one.
I'm gonna say, I know you have it. Playtime's over.
Okay. So, oh man, wait, that went a different way than I thought. All right, you're just gonna be the dick about this. He does get a little bit of a hurt look on his face, and he said, "Yeah, but it was really good for finding thermal vents." And pulls it out of his pocket, which is amazingly deeper than you'd expect, and hands back the lance tool with him.
All right, and
And there's two
I'm
engineers
going-
right here that would use an assistant, but never mind that.
I'm gonna
Stick to arts, kid.
stick it back
Stick to
like
the arts.
onto my belt,
Yes.
but weirdly enough, it's not gonna stick, and I'm not gonna notice that it fell off as I walked away.
Okay. Was it super obvious that you dropped it?
Not to me.
Okay.
I don't know what
It, I don't
didn't.
know.
It was there a minute ago.
Okay. Vorton, are you just gonna let him leave valuable equipment lying around? Or
These
are
mice are
affected by
spicier
the
than I'm
mice?
used to.
Yeah, the mice are
and-
worse.
I'm still trying to catch my right hand. Hang on. Stop moving, you bastard! Ah!
Yeah. Oh god. Actually, you've grown an additional finger. You now have 3 fingers and a thumb.
4
instead of the
actually.
2.
Fingers in the-
Oh no,
and
the
the-
Tellarites just have the 2. They got the little. They really went with the claw hoof crap with them. They really did. Little pink fingernails. Yeah, so you're just kind of actually a little bit more out of it. So Ragathor, you may have to assist on that. Are you doing okay, Ragathor? Does it affect your culture at all?
Doesn't affect me too much. It just makes me a little bit, kind of like, sort of want to just go with the flow. Like,
Okay, so
I'm gonna leave the tool. Yeah, it's like pot for me. So I'm just like, you drop something, but that's the way it goes.
You're really also gonna see if there's a replicator in that shuttle when you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have any more of those mice. Can I buy some mice from you?
Well, I got some back in the shuttle, so let's head out.
Dude, why didn't you
Bros.
say so?
Yeah, this is the TOS group that I play.
Yeah.
Go.
This is my TOS.
I call shotgun. Let's go.
Let's go. All right.
Go halvesies on some mice.
Yeah, I think that you guys stagger off in the best Starfleet way.
Yeah.
Sosie, of course, picks up the thing. I'm gonna pretend there's a little scene behind it where the two engineers adopt the orphan child, and he helps them fix replicators and shit. But okay, that just happened totally out of your sight. So
Well, we're leaving the fire. Come
yeah,
on.
we're leaving the fire.
Yeah,
That's the
leaving
most
the
important.
fire.
invention.
That's tool enough.
It's our contribution.
I mean, if they can't evolve from here, I'm not gonna get involved.
It's not worth my trouble. What more do you want from me?
They don't have to wait for lightning to strike now. They just gotta keep this one
I
going.
mean, come on. This is some advancement we laid down here.
This is good. You got a force field wall and a campfire.
Fire.
And
Right,
fire.
fire.
It's up to them to make steam.
Get some
So,
Or
Bajoran
epic
bang
poetry,
bang
I don't know.
around the
Oh,
fire.
God. Well, I'm gonna have a couple of additional like personnel like come up with you guys. There's still a complement of people on the planet, doing some of the additional. There's still you have the clinics that are working. There's still another engineering team just making sure that things are working. But you guys have laid down. You brought the fire, and let's face it.
Yeah, we'll leave the Starfleety stuff to those other people.
And I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say one thing on the side.
We're just gonna Starfleet and leave the tea here.
Yeah. Peace out.
There's-
Live
there's,
long and whatever.
your hand is still not back with you. I hope that it makes it inside before the airlock closes. The shuttle across the front of it does have the word Prometheus on it, apropos of nothing. Because it is the Odyssey, so I think actually, yeah, that would be a compliment.
Yeah.
It's thematic, yeah.
So yeah, you've got
And the last shuttle back is always Epimetheus.
Shit. Yeah, there's gonna be points for that. All these ships were named Odyssey. Oh, not the one with Hal on it. Fuck. Well, that was Discovery. Sorry. Yeah, you get in the shuttle. I'm assuming, Chris, I don't know if you want to even attempt to roll dice. I don't think you have dice in front of you.
No.
You could ask someone to roll dice on your behalf.
Well, tell me what to do, and I'll hit it up online.
Okay, you need 2d20.
There we go.
Okay.
17 and 19.
Ooh.
Jesus fuck.
All right.
Hold on to your seats.
No, that
Yeah.
you are really, there's some spicy mustard going on.
Oh yeah.
The shuttle does lurch into somewhat of an orbit. There are two.
Yahoo!
There are two orderlies essentially coming back with you, and they are not. They're terrified at this point.
Oh, them Duke boys.
Duke boys. I just love the idea that there's a hegemony flag just.
Oh, it used to be called the Confederacy.
Yeah, they did used to be called the Gordon Confederacy. I don't know what the sound would be, but it would be bad.
Yeah,
About
this, remember
planets'
this.
rights.
I'm from the Florida part of the ship. They're the only ones that wear the leopard skin.
Yeah.
The tank tops.
So yeah, this is not good. Again, they did ask you not to hurry back for a reason, to be honest.
The whole shuttle's made out of mice, like up in smoke.
Yeah, I think that there's an actual like small crate of mice in there. There's about a dozen. You guys can decide what to do with that information. There is a replicator in the back of the shuttle that does seem to function, so that anyone who does get the munchies can go to
Yeah,
town.
I'm gonna have it whip up a bag of Doritos and a couple of brownies.
Yeah, so you're gonna arrive back on the Odyssey with it.
Yeah, it's like a 12-hour drive. We got
We
Well,
got time. We got time to
it's
Light
only
years
sober up.
to
only
the
like
Odyssey.
a couple hours, really, but yeah, it's gonna be 12.
It's 106 light
Hours
years. to the
could
the
Odyssey.
seem like
way
days.
Chris is
I
driving.
got a
It's a
full tank of
12-hour.
dilithium,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hold
half a
on.
pack of mice. It's dark, and I've replicated
This
sunglasses.
is yeah,
Did it.
yeah. I do like the idea that after the mice, you do get photosensitive. So I think that having eye shields is probably going to work. You will be arriving with sunglasses.
I'm
This
gonna
is
put
fear-
on a
fear and
Jordy. I'm gonna
loathing in
put
the
on a
Delta.
Jordy thing.
No, not a Geordie thing. Oh, God. That would be racist.
Well, it would be those wraparound ones that have like rainbow.
But yeah,
I've replicated as Geordie LaForge visors. Just
yeah,
deal with it.
like it was party favors. Like everyone's wearing a wizard hat. The orderlies really are having a tough time with this.
They
And
do
I
not
don't
know.
Are you guys going to coerce them into eating mice?
No, that's less mice for me.
Okay.
But it would be rude not to
It would be rude not to ask, but
offer.
no pressure.
Mouse?
No pressure.
No pressure. But these are really fun, and you're gonna love them. And only cool people.
Why does this feel like the game from Ryza is coming back? All right, yeah. So yep, you're on the way with the shuttle. I don't know what new hallucination. What is the hallucination that that Vorten has as the shuttle goes into the distance and the credits roll? What exclamation does Vorten have about the next hallucination he has?
My God, it's full of squirrels.
That was perfect.
Oh, them's fancy eating.
So yeah, I want to say thanks everyone who still is watching after we crashed and we burned and we definitely did some. Oh, good lord, first time in chat. Yeah, I want to say whoever's left watching, thanks for watching. Thanks for laughing along with us. This was a lot of fun. The inevitable descent into madness that you have is going to be very interesting. For next time, which might be the last time before we go away for something. Next time, what kind of things, fears, hopes, and dreams about what happens next time? Jim, I'm putting you on the spot since you just giggled your ass off during this.
Let's see. What do I hope happens? Our
Or
next
fear,
or fear.
not want to happen.
No. I think that maybe there is an ancient ship floating around some exploring.
Some Starfleet shit is what I'm hearing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. And Steve, what do you have in mind? Because you have a whole different set of priorities than the rest. You got a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
different problem than the rest of the group.
So my main thought is, when they ask me how many lights do I see, do I tell them 5 or 72?
Oh my god! You might have to tell me about this. Is 72 any specific thing that I'm missing or not?
No, I'm just picking a number.
Okay, all right. Cameron,
I think
you've long since forgotten about Cardassian duplicity. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, that's the last thing. in my mind.
I'm full in on mice right now. So Ragathor, I'm thinking he's gonna wake up from his mouse infected dreams and realize that one of his dreams was about the Odyssey blowing up.
Oh dear.
God.
He has a
Prophetic
premonition.
dream about the
Yeah,
Odyssey. Oh god.
prophetic dream about the Odyssey, but he's gonna just not tell anybody because he writes it off as a mouse thing. I didn't know they had an after effect, man.
Oh god, you guys are. That's actually quite good. That's a rather inspired bit of work there. Well, if any of these things happen, you know who to blame.
Oh wait, you didn't ask me.
Well, you're not coming back, but okay.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll be doing when I'm
Wait,
not
well,
here.
tell me what
Chris,
you
we
think
want
is going to
more
happen
Chris.
next week.
Oh, there is gonna be a Tellarite boss hog on my ass chasing me.
More mice, bro. More mice.
Oh god. This is just wrong. I think, thank you guys for all of this. I'm going to see if anyone is following this still that I can actually like